What's going on, guys? Had a package in the mail of some serious shit. I figured we'd open them together. Definitely two of the three best releases of the year. Unbiasedly, two of the best three. With the other one being right there, Sunkissed Island. So we got Jordan and Justin's fragrances in here. And while this isn't going to be a full review, I mean, I've smelled them already. I got samples of their fragrances and everything. But I'm going to spend some time with them and do some full reviews. But I figured, what the hell, we could unbox them together. Sound good? Sounds great, Ross. I know, right? So stay tuned. Cut through this UPS bubble mailer. This large Zaharoff box. Slide it on out. Get out the way. Cut all ye tape that's involved. And open sesame. So we will have some really nice boxes and inserts and all the good things that come with them. That ooh, he sent me an extra bottle of mine as well. So that's always, Heidi's gonna be very happy with that. So she can have that bottle. But we have the giant connoisseur. We've got Jordan's fragrance Ibere. That cellophane. There we go. I didn't know if with the cellophane and the shine it was going to be able to focus, but we'll take a look at that one. And then Justin and Grace. Seamless Soul with the Galaxy. Love the Galaxy theme. The 3 stars are their family. Zaharoff Z in the center. Just love it. And then that's it in the Zaharoff box. So we'll go ahead and toss that to the side. But just to showcase you guys what you will get in your packages, whether if you order 1, you get samples of the other 2. You order 2, you get a sample of the one you didn't order. You order 3, you don't get no samples, you got all 3. But you do get these inserts. Nice laminated card. Well, not laminated, but as like a shiny, glossy, thick piece of paper that's printed on with all the information for the fragrances and George's thoughts on this project, as well as a history lesson. Who doesn't like a good history lesson? So this is a book that showcases the Z Creators Project history, all 3 Z Creator projects, all 9 fragrances with information about them. So that does come in every single order. So pretty cool, right? So since Justin's is closest, let's open Seamless Soul, shall we? Might as well cut cellophane on giant connoisseur as well. Get this nonsense off of here. So, just to let you guys know, the evening out, date night, sexy, sex appeal fragrance of the bunch is Ibere. The pretty much well-rounded, I would say, kind of pretty much daily wear dapper option is how I would go about it, which I'll tell you why. We'll get into the profile in a little bit. Would be Seamless Soul, and then the fun, the ever so fun, the one you're just not going to be able to stop sniffing because it's such a fun fragrance. The Tropical Sunkissed Island, my fragrance with my tattoo that's on my forearm as the artwork. This, we've already discussed this one several times. If you haven't seen, I have a full video that I'll link in here as well if you guys want to check that out and hear some more about Sunkissed Island. But this video is not in particular about Sunkissed Island. It's about my buddies. Some of my favorite people on the planet. Look at this. Just want to look at it in detail. Of course, Seamless Soul, Justin being a musician. I like how it still ties into his music. This Galaxy print is just fantastic. Stay Fresh Productions logo is just magnificent. Right? Absolutely stunning. Slide that on out. Seamless Soul. Grab the bottle. We've got a glossy gold cap. Seamless Soul, SFP. On the sides, Stay Fresh Productions X Zaharoff. What concentration was Justin's again? I forgot. I know it's a parfum. He didn't put the concentrations. I know Jordan's is a 15% eau de parfum, and it's strong. It's a dense fragrance, so it didn't have to be crazy high. Mine is a 28%. I think Justin's is in the 25 to 27 range. I have to ask him. I don't remember exactly. But we've got the black atomizer. Let's give it a little spray. So what I remember about it from the spray on the live stream the other day, bright, crisp, fruity green apple and spices. A lot of spices, that Timur pepper. A lot of people have asked about what is pure jungle essence. Jungle essence is trademarked. It's a CO2 extraction process from Mon, where they do not chemically alter the original source oil. Like the original, like in this case, it's Timur pepper. They didn't chemically alter it in a lab. It is its natural state. As well as for Jordan's, it is pink pepper, pure jungle essence, so they didn't alter the pink pepper. For mine, it's red seaweed. Ooh, that's stout. It's red seaweed, so it has not been altered. So that's what pure jungle essence is. It's not a fragrance note. It is a CO2 extraction process Mon uses for their naturals. God, that is good. I'm sorry, that is fantastic. This is going to rival Second Soul for people's favorite from Justin, because it's, now look, Second Soul, Fable, amazing, crazy good, darker than this. While this does dry down dusty and earthy and very green, it changes drastically. The way Justin and Grace described it, it's like their two personalities combining to make one, where it's bright, it's fresh, it's bubbly at the top, very much Grace and her energy and personality, and it dries down a bit more deep, dark, mysterious, subdued's not the word, reserved. Reserved is the word, because that's a very good way to describe Justin Copeland as it transitions. So you're going to kind of start off bright, fresh, fruity, a little fruity sweet, like it's very apple forward, a little touch of powder, just a little touch, and then you get all of this pepper. And what else is in here besides the Timur pepper to spice it up? Because it's very, very peppered spice. So aromatic notes of cardamom, anise. So the anise could spice it up. And then you got your Timur pepper, jungle essence, citruses or grapefruit and lemon. Then you got that green apple. And that green apple, star of the show with the pepper for sure. So cardamom, anise, and Timur pepper. So aromatically spicy, very, very aromatic and spicy. We have fir balsam, incense, cedarwood, magnolia as it goes into the heart. I can tell you once it gets deeper, I believe there's some moss in here. Yeah, we've got moss and vetiver. That moss, vetiver, fir balsam becomes a very green fragrance as it starts to settle down. At least a little bit of experience I've had. Like I said, this isn't a full review. This is a revisit of that one spray from our live stream and kind of unboxing everything to take a look at it. Because, I mean, I'm not going to dive deep into performance and what the full wearing experiences have been like. I'm going to wear them a few times. And we'll come with a full review in the next week or two, maybe 2 weeks. I got a super busy week coming up. I'm going to wear it, but I won't have time to do a detailed review. Content's going to be kind of all over the place for the next week. So, God, look at this, though. Gorgeous, right? So spicy, bright. It's uplifting. It really is. It's just... Fun's not the word. Bright's a good word for sure. It's very bright. It's like a photorealistic biting into a green apple. Crisp, fruity, juicy, sweet smell with some spices. Just loads of it. Very, very bright and uplifting. What a good one. What a good one. So that's the opening here. Like I said, we're not going to dive too far. I gave you kind of a little bit of what the dry down is. I've been through the dry down with two test sprays so far. But Seamless Soul. I mean, this is going to be your well-rounded, kind of all-the-time fragrance. Maybe not the greatest hot weather fragrance, admittedly. Especially as it dries. It's a very earthy green fragrance with a little bit of powder. It's dense, but it's still very fresh up top. It doesn't maintain that freshness the whole way through, but the opening's super fresh. Stay Fresh Productions, right? Makes sense. So I think overall, if you're looking for something to just wear for pretty much anything, it's going to be good in every situation. That's going to be this one. And then now, let's dive into the giant connoisseur, Ibere, the beginning. The Nigerian giant. The giant connoisseur. Look at that. It looks so good. Look at this sword. Wild, right? The artwork on here. Absolutely stunning. This one's sweet. This is the sweet fragrance of the bunch. Look at that. Ibere. The giant. I love his giant connoisseur logo. And then we have a matte black cap on this one. There we go. Get it to focus. Beautiful matte finish to the cap on this one. So mine is sand. Justin's is glossy, shiny gold. And this is matte black. Kind of resembles what all of them are in many ways. The Giant Connoisseur X Zaharoff. That just looks so good on the side of the bottle. It really does. Dark, natural color to this juice. Little bit of grittiness and texture to the cap. With the silver atomizer. Let's go over on this hand. Goes really well with the print for Ibere. There we go. A little spray and a half. Sweet. If you like sweet fragrances, here's a good sweet niche fragrance for you. It's resinous. It's thick and sweet and ambery. It's powdery. And it's not as spicy as you would think. The pink pepper here is more of a bright sweetness, aromatic and sweet, just a little bit of spice. It's not a very spicy opening. There is some here. There's like a leathery element to it. I don't even know if leather's in the fragrance, but there's like a leathery facet that greets you up top. I don't know if maybe labdanum's in here or maybe a little bit of saffron, because that can come across kind of a little bit spicy. It can be metallic. It could be leathery. It could be ambery. It depends on the saffron. So I don't know the notes exactly per se. We'll take a look in a moment. It's got this leathery facet to it that I get. Let's take a look at the notes. Pink pepper jungle essence, which we already knew, nutmeg, so there's a woody, spicy smell. Dried fruits, and I know this has sublimolide. Yeah, so sublimolide's in a musk accord. It's derived from ambrette seed. It's also an enhancer. It enhances fruity notes, and in this fragrance, it enhances the dried fruits. It's also in my fragrance, it enhances the lime in Sunkissed Island. We've got powdered sugar and lavender. We've got Vianol, which is a Mon-created oil that's a woody vanilla accord. We've got tonka bean absolute, upcycled cedarwood, vanilla bean, moss, and amberwood. So there's your amberwood, and we got plenty of vanilla. That's why it's so sweet. You got vanilla bean, tonka bean absolute, and then this Vianol that has a woody vanilla accord. Then you have powdered sugar with dried fruits on top of that. So you see what I'm saying? It's a sweet fragrance. You gotta like sweet fragrances here. Hence why it falls into that gourmand element. I do get a little bit of this sugary accord up top, but it just smells like a beautiful sweet vanilla with a little bit of this leather facet. Again, I don't see anything to attribute to leather. Nothing about this says leathery, but I get a bit leathery. I just do. I get a little bit of leather. I'm curious moving forward. Who's going to say that? Do I stand alone on this kind of leathery accord that I get from it, like this soft brown leather? And there's a slight earthiness. That's probably the oak moss. That's the only thing really in here that could potentially be that. It's not super woodsy yet. I'm sure when we get deeper in the dry down, it may be. Again, not full reviews. Just unboxing them and checking them out together. We're about to wrap this up here in just a bit. I just wanted to do this together. I figured, what the hell, let's make a video and do it. Because I was super excited to get these. These came in. These were at the door before I left for the gym earlier. And I knew when I got home I wanted to do this. So this will come out tomorrow morning at the recording of this. This will be out Saturday morning. Which I've heard a few others have gotten their bottles, so I might not be the only video on these tomorrow. Or when you see this, I might not be the only video today. And it was not coordinated among people. Don't think any of that crap. Everybody's just excited. I'm sure you're going to see a few videos for sure. That spice is starting to set in. It's definitely on the powdery side. It's very sweet. Like I said, I get this leathery facet, a little bit of earthiness. Like, it's kind of grounded. It's not too sweet. For as sweet as these notes are and as sweet as I'm saying it is, there's a lot of balance supporting this sweetness. So keep that in mind. Again, sexy date night fragrance. Great, great date night fragrance. I know that wasn't the complete intention for the creation, but that is what I get from it. That is what the hell I am going to wear Ibere for. This is the date night fragrance of the bunch. So, yeah. And then, I mean, I got my original bottle unboxed. Might as well touch on it real quick before we sign off. Sunkissed Island. Welcome. Greetings from Sunkissed Island. My tattoo's frosted on the backside as well, so you can see it through. Love the font. This is a 28%. And again, with the cap, see, it matches that sugar sand we have out here on the Emerald Coast. Atomizer is black. Big old boozy hit of tequila and ginger. Big warm ginger tequila hit A little saltiness from the seaweed, bright mintiness, and cardamom kind of give it this green freshness. Doesn't really make it spicy. A little bit of sun-dried florals add this tropical solar feel to it. You don't really get any sunscreen from the coconut milk. It's just a little bit of sweet, creamy coconut as it gets deep in the dry down. It's on the lactonic side. Not a sunscreen fragrance at all. You get a little bit of a sand accord that starts to come in. That I think is part of the blonde wood accord that Claude created. I know Driftwood's part of that. That was the only thing he told me was part of the blonde wood accord. And then it's nice and it's got this salty skin musk kind of thing that really takes over. Just an absolutely stunning, fun fragrance. And the Sublimolide Performance Enhancer, 28% parfum. It is the highest concentration of the bunch. This is a strong, punch you right in your nose type of fragrance, and it will wear your nose out. Be wary of Sunkissed Island. Justin said Seamless Soul is kind of like that too. Like if you stay on it or keep it in front of you, it'll wear your nose out. So nose fatigue, real thing with this one, with these two, from what I understand. With mine for sure, but according to Justin, kind of the same song and dance with Seamless Soul. You kind of got to be wary of that. So that is the new Zed Creator Collection 3.0. They're available currently for pre-sale at $140 a piece. First week in November, they go up to right after Halloween because we'll be in Chicago the last weekend of the month, packing pre-orders, signing boxes, doing content. After that, they go up to $155 a piece, and samples will be available. We will have a limited stock at that point, more than likely. We are trending towards very, very limited stock at that stage. It's been a whirlwind of just the momentum because of you guys. Really hit the ground running. This is going to be the shortest amount of time the Zed Creators project has been on the market to date. It's not even going to be close, guys. Like, yeah, on behalf of everyone, thank you all that has pre-ordered so far. When they're gone, just like we always do. It's a never say never. These could potentially come back, you know, full transparency. They could potentially in the future, but if they do, we're talking a few years down the line, if at all. It's not never say never, but it is, the plan is just one batch. That George has made that public knowledge and has been very firm about that. So I want to let you guys know. There's links down in the description if you want to check it out. Thank you guys that have supported so far. Thank you guys that are planning to support. I know you're going to love all three of these, whichever one you get. I know I've had some people say, oh, it's the fall, you know, I'm not going to really be wearing the summer fragrance right now. Okay, let me warn you. For those of you that say, oh, it's not summertime, I'm going to pass on Sunkissed Island, I'm not going to wear it right now. When you get your sample with your order and you're like, holy shit, I should buy this one too, and it's sold out, and you see everybody posting next summer wearing Sunkissed Island, I don't want to hear it. Because the time to get it is the time to get it. It doesn't matter what season we're in right now. Just know that. You won't have it for when you would want to wear it. So I just be mindful of that. If it's a pass for you, it's a pass for you. I'm just throwing it out there. That's a real possibility. If you skip any one of these, when the time rolls around to where you would want to wear that and you got your sample and you're like, oh, I need it. Do they have any left? Oh, shit, they're sold out. They ain't coming back. And if they do, a couple years from now. So just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to incite the FOMO. I'm trying to hit you with a dose of reality on how it's going to go down for some. So thank you guys for checking out the video. Thank you guys that have supported so far and are going to support in the future. Make sure to like and subscribe if you leave. And we will see you on the next one.